Hi, my name's Benjamin Bonetti. I'm a celebrity life coach and hypnotherapist and author of How to Change Your Life. Have you been struggling to find happiness? Is there a number of aspects in your life that have made you unhappy and you have now decided that it's time to change? Change is a minefield, but within change there are certain things that are going to make you happy. Perhaps you've been unhappy in a relationship in the past. Perhaps you're unhappy with a situation that you feel is out of your control. You can be happy right now, and there's some simple steps that you can take to make that happen. The first is forgiveness. You can forgive yourself and others. Nobody else has any control over the forgiveness that you give. Sure, you may not want to, and the likelihood is that if you feel that you don't, is because you're holding on to some negative values, that you find benefit in knowing that you're not forgiving that person. The truth is that that anchor is no longer supporting you. Let go. Forgiveness is the first step in change. Forgiveness allows you to change who you are and the emotions that you project into the outside world. Start today thinking about what you can do to change. Change the idea that you have about somebody, how you visualize them, how you think about them. If there is some negative anchor that you have towards them, then allow it to go. Take a deep breath and just allow forgiveness to pass out. If you need to, write a letter and pass it on to them, or perhaps even let them know that you can forgive them. During the letting go and the forgiveness process, you need to be aware of the words that you use, not externally, but the mind. One thing also to accept is that we all make mistakes. Mistake simply means to mistake. Have another go. Take another go at that situation. If you can draw learning from an experience, no matter how negative it may seem, then it has value. Sure, those values may be not beneficial in that moment, but they are drafting the blueprint for your future. Utilize all of the experiences and look for the positive. If there's a negative, spin it, flip it. Look for the positive in that situation. Sure, there's going to be times where not everything goes to plan. But if you can smile and forgive and allow yourself to move on rather than holding on to that negative, then you will become the true you, a better you, a more advanced you. The state that you're in any given moment, produces the behavior. Having the correct state is fundamentally key to overall happiness, to change in your life. When working on your happiness state, it's important to be aware of the language that you use. There are endless lists of negative words in the English dictionary. Try, can't, shouldn't, couldn't. Be aware of these words. Stop trying and start doing. Be aware of the language you use in every aspect of your life. Language has more of an effect than you think it does. Pause for a moment and think about the words that you use on a daily basis. When you adopt that unhappy state, be aware of the languages that you use at that given moment. Perhaps write a list. Write a list of the words you use when in a happy state, when positive, when excited, when your body is filled with adrenaline, when you're looking forward to a situation. Perhaps if you find yourself in a situation where you're producing a behavior that you want to change, think about the words that you're using and utilize the words in your positive list. Adopting the correct state is fundamentally key in your overall being. If you want to be happy, then be happy. Use the positive linguistics that you have in your internal dictionary to produce that behavior. You can be happy if you wish to. It's your choice. You have the ability to change your state at any given moment, simply by using language as a tool. Change any negative statements you may have to positive ones. Those simple changes in your linguistic patterns will change everything around you. Start small. Start with a simple change from try to will. Simple changes to your linguistic patterns will produce massive results. Ask yourself this: if you were to change just one thing in your life today, what positive effects would it have in your life? Perhaps in 5 years, in 10 years, how much more productive would you be?